Hello everyone. Today we are going to read the story The Kissing Hand. It is written by Audrey Penn. Audrey Penn is an American writer of stories for children. She is best known for The Kissing Hand, a picture book featuring raccoons with human qualities. Her important works are Happy Apple Told Me, Blue Out of Season, and A Pocket Full of Kisses. Penn currently resides in Maryland. What is the name of the story? The Kissing Hand. Name of the author? Audrey Penn. For who she is writing stories? She is writing stories for children. What is the name of her picture book featuring raccoons? Yes, The Kissing Hand. Her important works are also given here. Penn currently resides in Maryland. Maryland is in the US. Let's read the story. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends. I want to play with my toys. I want to read my books. I want to swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you? Mr. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled his ear. This is the first part. This is the beginning of the story. Chester Raccoon. Chester is a boy's name of English. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge. Here at is used as preposition. What is preposition? Preposition is a word used before a noun or pronoun to show place, position, time, etc. Okay, Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. Another preposition, of. Where did Chester Raccoon stand? Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest. Okay, edge of the forest and crying. Stand, stood, stood. Stood is the past form. Present form, stand. Stand, stood, stood. V1, V2, V3. Another verb, cry. Cry, cried, cried. These are the three forms. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you. What did Chester Raccoon tell his mother? Chester Raccoon told his mother that he did not want to go to school. Another verb, tell, told, told. These are the three forms. I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends. Where does he want to stay? He wants to stay home. Okay, with whom? With mother. I want to stay home with you. With is another preposition. Okay. With who he wants to play? He wants to play with his friends, with his toys. I want to swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you? Staying home, he can do all these things. What are things? Play with friends, play with toys, read books, swing on his swing. All these things he can do. After telling all these things, he asks a question to mother. What is the question? Please, may I stay home with you? Mr. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled his ear. Nuzzled means to rub against gently with the nose and mouth. That is nuzzle. Another verb you can see, take, took, taken. Take is the verb. Past form, took. Past participle, V3 form, taken. Another verb, nuzzle. Nuzzled, nuzzled. Okay, this is the beginning. First part of the story. We move on to the next part. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do, she told him gently. Even if this seems strange and scary at first. But you'll love school once you start. You'll make new friends and play with new toys. You can read new books and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Miss Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from her mother. It's called the kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What's that? I'll show you. Okay, this is the second part. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do. That is depending on the situation. We can do opposite things to achieve the same want. An important thing to appreciate about wants is that wants are all about results, not actions. Okay, sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do. Okay, what we like is our comfort zone. It is easy and pleasurable, but we have to face the change. Change is inevitable. Then you will learn, then you will grow up, then you will gain maturity. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do. She told him gently. Gently means in a kind manner. Even if they seem strange and scary. Even if they seem means appear. Even if they appear or look like strange and scary at first. At first, it may be a strange one. At first, it will be a scary one, causing fear. But you will love school once you start. Once you start, it will be easy. You will love school. You will make new friends and play with new toys. You can read new books and swing on new swings. Everything will be new. How will you love school once you start? You will make new friends, play with new toys, read new books, swing on new swing. Everything will be new. Okay, besides, she added. What is the meaning besides? In addition to, other than that, I know a wonderful secret. She is going to tell one secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy. Your days at home will be comfortable and safe. When you're at home, you will be safe, comfortable. Like that, you will make your nights at school. Resonance. I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy. Warm and cozy means comfortable and safe. Your days at home will be comfortable and safe. Like that, you will make your nights at school comfortable and safe. Okay, if you understand a wonderful secret, I am going to tell a secret. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. Wiped away means to remove by rubbing. Wipe. Wiper you have heard. Wipe away. Wipe, wiped, wiped. Three forms. Looked, looked, looked. A secret? What kind of secret? Miss Raccoon said she would share a wonderful secret. A very old secret, said Miss Raccoon. It is an old one. I learned it from my mother. My mother told. My mother told me. She learned it from her mother. Okay, now I am going to tell this secret. It's called the kissing hand. That is the name of the story. Kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What's that? I'll show you. She is going to show the secret. The kissing hand. Okay, other forms are given. Called, called, called. Ask, asked, asked. We move on to the next part of the story. Miss Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with special warmth. Miss Raccoon smiled. Now she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little love from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. What happened? Miss Raccoon took Chester's left hand. She is going to show the kissing hand. Okay, Miss Raccoon took Chester's left hand. Raccoon took Chester's which hand? Left hand, and spread his tiny fingers. Tiny means very small fingers into a fan, into another preposition. Into a fan, like a fan. Okay, spread his small fingers into a fan, leaning forward. Leaning means move into a sloping position. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester. Okay, Miss Raccoon kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Where is palm? Inside part of your hand. Okay, small fingers, inside part of your hand from your wrist to the base of your fingers. Okay, fingers into a fan. She kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. That is inside part of the hand, palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss. She is showing the kiss. Okay, mother's kiss rushed from his hand. Rush from his hand up his arm. It is passing up his arm and into his heart. Okay, Chester could feel that kiss, mother's kiss. Rush means move with urgent haste or hurry. From his hand and to his arm and into his heart. Okay, passing to his heart. It will reach at last to his heart. That is the kissing hand. Even his silky black mask tingled with special warmth. Even his silky black mask tingled. Tingled means to experience a slight stinging sensation. That was the feeling. Experience a slight stinging sensation with special warmth. Warmth means a pleasant sensation of comfort and affection. Okay, that was the kissing hand. He could feel that kissing hand. At last it reached into his heart. It was a special one, special warmth, a pleasant sensation. Where did she kiss? In the middle of his palm. How did Chester feel that kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart? Okay, that was a pleasant sensation of comfort and affection from his mother. Three forms: spread, same. Kiss, kissed. Feel, felt. Tingle, tingled. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little love from home, whenever you feel lonely, whenever you are lonely, whenever you feel lonely, whenever you need a little love from home, what do you have to do? Just press your hand to your cheek. Just press your hand to your cheek and think. What do you have to think? Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. And you can feel that kiss. And that very kiss will jump to your face. You can feel that. You can experience that. Okay. The very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. You can feel that whenever you are lonely, whenever you need a little love from home, what you have to do? What you have to do? Press your hand to your cheek and you have to think. What you have to think? Mommy loves you. That very kiss will jump to your face. You can feel that, you can experience that, and fill you with a toasty means a pleasant feeling of warmth. You can experience that, warm thoughts. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Chester's hand. Took Chester's hand carefully wrapped. Wrapped means to cover. Covered his fingers around the kiss. Another verb, smiled, smiled, smiled. Wrap, wrapped, wrapped. Next part of the story. Now be careful not to lose it. Not to lose. Whenever you are lonely, you can do this thing and you think mommy loves you. Now be careful not to lose it. She teased him. But don't worry, when you open your hand to wash after having food, I promise the kiss will stick. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to the school. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her with a gentle goodbye. I love you, Chester said as he turned and danced away. Now be careful not to lose it, not to lose this. Okay, you have got the kissing hand, not to lose it. She teased him. Teasing means to make fun of him. Okay, tease, teased, teased. But don't worry, when you open your hand to wash after having food, when you open your hand, I promise the kiss will stick. Stick means to attach, it will be attached. Okay, after having food, when you open your hand to wash, the kiss will stick, it will be attached. Chester loved his kissing hand. Chester loved that kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went. He could experience that, even to school, wherever he is going. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Okay, in front of the school, looked thoughtful. Love, loved, loved. Know, knew, known. Three forms. Go, went, gone. Another three forms. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother. Okay, suddenly he turned to his mother and grinned. Grin means smile broadly. Turned, turned, turned. Grin, grinned, grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own. Okay, he has already got the kissing hand experience. Okay, Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large familiar fingers into a fan. Chester took his mother's hand in his own with that experience and unfolded her large familiar, unfolded means opened her large familiar fingers. Familiar means dear or intimate. Dear fingers into a fan. He has already got that experience. Unfold, unfolded, unfolded. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Okay, leaned, leaned. He leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand, mother's hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her with a gentle goodbye. Okay, that experience he is giving back. Now you have a kissing hand too, telling goodbye. I love you, Chester said as he turned and danced away. Miss Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter the school. As the first bell of the new school year rang, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. This is the last part of the story. Mr. Raccoon watched Chester scamper. Scamper means run with quick light steps. Run with quick, light step, especially through fear or excitement. Scamper. Mr. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb. Tree limb means a tree branch, and enter the school. As the first bell of the new school year rang, first bell, going to school, as the first bell of the new school year rang, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. She pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. What? The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester's kiss filled her heart, mother's heart, with special words. What is that? Chester loves you. It sang, Chester loves you. Okay. Watch, watched. Ring, rang, rung. Press, pressed. Fill, filled. Sing, sang, sung. Okay. You have to read the story again and understand the meanings. Okay, thank you.